Hi, chat. I am the dragon now. To shoot the body down from the tree, right? Yeah, I agree. Ooh. Spooky. Who's this? Wait, hold on, I can do this. Hi, Vol. My name's Garyu.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Thanks for the subscribe. Oh, that's right.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, look,
Wow.
it's fake second Garyu.
Wow.
They're back.
Her turn. Oh, right, with the gift sub. Thank you. Dude, you're bonking me before I even show up. Stop! What the frick? The frick,
So we've
dude?
established.
Oh,
I'm Gar and you're other Gar.
I'm other Gar?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Do I get to be Lucerne?
Yeah, if you wanna.
Wow. Guys, my hips are so fucking grabbable.
Oh my god.
I know so much about 4th degree Rungakata. Oh,
Who the fuck is Lucy? Yeah, who knows?
who is Lucerne? Who's to say, really? What is a Lucerne? Doggo leave. God, this game has such pretty music. It has like, I've only heard like maybe 2 pieces of music from this game, but they're both really good.
It is so good.
Alright, we continue. Hi, Lucy. Alright, so I've successfully put a dead body in a bear.
True. In the ice cream bear.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why was I... Oh, I turned into tongue. And now I'm not?
Oh.
Weird. I guess I just, every once in a while, turn into tongue Cernic.
Maybe.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too
Oh,
dark
it's the
to
mute.
see in.
Heart emoji full. Oh, it's when you mute?
Discombobulate.
Yeah, check this out.
Oh, wow. Damn, that's hot. Can I see that? I want to see that. Wow, I like that. How's everybody doing? How's your weekend been? I've been grinding the fuck out of art and I'm really sleepy, so we're gonna do a little bit of gaming today before we get into doing any art. Thanks, Riot. It was good, just vibing. Hell yeah, good. There's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Yeah.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles,
Are
Kim.
these any good?
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
Okay. Bokeh.
That's a rare sight. Seems
Wow,
to no longer
alright.
be functional,
Cool.
but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Actually, it's an ERPG. Because it was made in Estonia.
What does this
It means
mean?
there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Kim likes guns.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles.
We love ERP.
Must be an old weapons cache.
Yeah, Estonian role-playing.
Yeah, true.
He sounds like one of your former work colleagues. That's kind of funny.
My bool. Wow.
I wish I could work
A
with
gun.
Kim Fitzgerald.
What were the skills? What was the skill that I needed to get way the fuck better at to do the thing with the body?
What did you want to do with the body?
I don't know. There was like my guy's like, there's something. Like Inland Empire was like, there's something here, and then I was like, oh, I'm too stupid at something to like figure it out.
Yeah, it's probably perception
Yeah.
or even interfacing.
Money and healing. Love that.
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Huh. An ice cream. I want to make ice cream. Oh hell yeah, Azure. I've still not gotten to play Baldur's Gate 3 yet, but I want to. Plus one
Damn.
insane mesh. Plus 1 drama.
That probably
Dude,
looks hot.
that mesh is insane. It's high. Wait, hold on. There was a bunch of stuff I didn't explore because I was worried about the body
Yeah.
going bad, so we go back. What is this?
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
The money is real and not fake. Yeah, real, even.
Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Smear your hands with coal. Maybe don't do that.
It's
That look
dark
like a face
and grimy
standing?
here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
I'm hallucinating.
Welcome back. Your
Jean-Luc
steadfast
subscriber
loyalty is
head.
greatly appreciated.
Heart emoji kid. How are you doing, Kidimer? Love this
That's
main
it,
wolf.
guys. if you want to be part of the right haplogroup, you gotta subscribe.
Yeah, that's right, gamers. If you don't want to be part of the ham sandwich race, you subscribe to Garyu.
Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
Alright, this is a bad bit. Abort. Listen, I didn't talk to him long enough to understand what that means, so... Magnesium. Money. Listen, I'm just quoting Lucernic, okay?
Yeah.
This old fireplace
Yeah.
is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker. The mesh spreading over the stone like
Hi,
blood
phone.
vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
Okay, can I tell you something about this room?
Is it spoilers?
No, it's not spoilers for the game. It's real life stuff about the people who made the game.
Sure.
So this room kind of is like a self-insert of their art collective and like the RPG that they wanted to design before this game was made.
Oh, neat.
And like it tells the story of like their ambition and their kind of like downfall. So have that like in the back of your head as you go through it.
I will. What brought that to mind, Vol? Also, I'm sorry to hear that, Lucio. Hope you feel better soon.
A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7,
Oh, I see,
UKV
Vol.
123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized. There's no way a little basement studio working here could make anything like this.
So this is all like super meta.
Yeah. Because
My God.
originally,
It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
this game had like a way bigger scope than it is right
Nothing.
now.
It's just lines on marble.
They wanted
An
it to
echo
be
from
like
times long gone. No one has
huge,
used the fireplace in
like
ages.
multiplayer RPG.
Damn.
Yeah.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and
Guy with a
drawings
sword.
have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic.
Wax.
Translucent welkins
Candle magic.
with organs shining under their skin.
Yeah.
And even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space.
Huh.
Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the Welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different.
Yeah,
however.
John Welkin. He's important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly
He's high.
a Welkin supremacist. The note says,
Ah, okay,
all
he's right.
non-Welkin races.
He can't be just a cool guy with a sword. He has to be a racist guy with a sword. Okay, well,
The Haldor,
Demoted.
the Tuorg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin, Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin to rule them all.
ah, the One Ring.
An
I see.
inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little walking creatures.
Why would anyone spend so much time on this? What if that was a Wilkins improvement?
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
It's true.
Big beard equals racism. Confirmed.
Yeah.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Oh, go. I want this one.
The dusty radio computer sleeps on its wired frame.
We turn it on.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber,
Ooh.
revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling,
Dangling.
disconnected.
This is where the memory should go.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
No memory.
Huh?
Kind of like you.
Dang it. Huh? Dang it. Did we come from up? Guess we can. Sounds like things are fucking falling over. What the frick is this?
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This is directly above the central furnace in the cellar. The voices probably came from here. What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens. Still nothing. No one's home.
Even harder.
Those curtains prove to
Ow.
be surprisingly
Why
sturdy.
would you punch
Your
it?
fist hurts now.
There
Well-
must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the bookstore what's going on here.
Bent metal, broken glass. Your path lies strewn with the broken forms of everyday objects. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
Gaze upon me, stuff, and despair.
Kudos.
New thought.
We completed our white morning.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh shit. You can see more.
Wow. More slot. I want to be anti-object.
On a break shit.
Yikes, whistle. Oh, so much edge, yeah. Oh, that's an interesting thought, yeah. Can zoom out more. Fucking crazy. Ooh, stuff. Postcard. La Delta. Got a whole new insane mesh tank top.
Oh. Yeah, you can read those.
Oh,
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
we read.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker.
Oof.
Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
Someone who owns a radio computer? My guess is as good as yours, officer. It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer. Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn
doesn't
it for
fucking
speed,
care?
based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
Wow.
As
You wanna
before,
knock
this is
again and die?
directly
Have a heart attack from punching a fucking door. Are you an ice cream maker? Or
Perhaps.
you are?
This orange machine
Oh, it is.
is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
What personality did I pick? Do you mean my capo type? I think I'm boring cop. Is what I got, I think. Yeah, I'm boring cop.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand, detective.
Equip the pry bar by going to the tools
What,
tab
we're
in
getting
your inventory.
tutorials
From
now?
there, you can equip it to a held slot.
Wow.
You like 10 hours into the game or something?
Yeah, that's... Wow.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It
Ah.
has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Do I got clothes for that?
I mean, the reason why it's hard to open is because it's frozen shut, right?
Do not have anything.
Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one, something close to you, dies with a soft electric purr.
Why did you do that?
It's black, it's not like the red one.
The
True?
lieutenant
Miserable
raises his
cosmos.
brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has one cable missing. This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked
No,
ice
give you
cream
+2.
churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Roll of 15. Maybe we come back when the ice has melted more. We got going on over here. Don't. Hmm. Oh. Wow. Okay. Neat. Cool. Okay, so first things first. Hello man, I have a replacement boule.
I love how you try so hard to keep tidy when I was running around with a tick and like the rubber gloves the whole time.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul, if he's got principles. What is this? Are you mocking us? This isn't for pétanque.
Now. No need to get angry again, René. I'm sure the officer tried his best. It's not like there's a bull kiosk here in Martinez.
The best I could find.
The best, huh? This isn't even a bull. But fine. I guess you did attempt to right your hooliganism. Consider it forgiven.
Hell yeah.
It's a Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her? I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
I see. Well, we completed that.
Or I guess, yeah, you use a boule to play pétanque, and it's a bit like curling more than croquet.
Thank you, French Lucerne.
You're welcome.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop.
I have played it before, right?
Necessary to resort to
look up to
extreme
Kyoko.
measures. Thanks for the follow, Mark. True.
I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape.
Yep, the spirits are gonna get her.
Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
Because
Sorry,
she's
I
British.
didn't know about the curse.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman.
So true.
All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity?
Don't think so.
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her. Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something. Make some noise. You'll think of something. You always do.
Seems like you're a fucking insane freak. You'll do something.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this mystery too.
Okay. How do I get rid of the fucking white circle being there forever? It's always there, dude.
Hit tab, I think.
Oh yeah, that worked. Thanks.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Oh, no. It doesn't work. Never mind. It's okay. I'll just keep hitting tab over and over.
Should.
Oh, I should, well, I should- The fuck is that? Oh. $50. That's pretty sick.
Oh yeah.
Right, caps lock. Well, it doesn't seem stuck anymore. It seems like it only happens if I let go. Yeah, it's not caps lock either, but it happens when if I'm like moving and I let go of the like inspect button.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, easy. Put it in there. Why is the
Tiles
health
on
only
cube
2? Because
are
I'm weak.
still smoldering. Casting the framework in like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver.
That's true, Vol.
Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter?
It is.
The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1.
Is that how you say 1?
If you're weird.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Fortress accident.
The filament you have inserted into the reader. That was a question. Have you inserted it into the core? Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved.
Uh-oh.
You should ask her for a hint.
It's my birthday.
No. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of the filament holder Fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament.
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Go feed the cat, Azure.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to. One moment. Fortress accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Ah.
Any other questions? Thank you, and goodbye.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft... Nothing happens.
We go read more notes.
Your flashlight
sounds
is like
so
some of the
small,
writing.
right?
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dwarf, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, This vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money.
Not a sprint.
Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos, worry, pain. As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Damn.
Looks like they didn't make it.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details." The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Alright, we try those immediately. Oh, wait, Kim has something to say. Hi, Kim.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Yes, that is the question. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Through call-in stations, none of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the game master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology. Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Sad.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but...
Let's finish it. The curse got them. I see no other explanation.
It's too late for that, I'm afraid. Okay, let's keep moving.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes to life.
Good afternoon. Please repeat. Is good. Please repeat the password.
Okay, I guess the things that I learned were not.
Don't worry.
Fortress accident.
Were not
Thank you.
the
Tiles
password.
on the cube are still.
Thought it might have been the password. It was not the
This
password.
old fireplace, a diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. Radio frequencies unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split
Yeah,
into
if it
veins and
occurs.
capillaries. You think so? The web is comprised of someone very important, the leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides all of this is... There's no way.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it.
Nothing.
Wonder if enough time has passed. Not, we go yell in the fucking chimney.
This orange machine is dead still. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid. But if you want to try again,
Equip
Okay.
the pry.
Oh my god, don't. Shut up.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
Okay, well it says slowly melting, but I guess very slowly.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black.
72% chance to yell.
Something
All right.
is loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
you've awakened the entity.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
All right. Good shit.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Make that fucking circle go away. All right. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh, you don't want to be shining it in her face while you talk to her.
No, that feels bad.
Hello, I'm Nia.
Or
Did
like
you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've
candles.
been listening to my Milius. So what kind of dye are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this masquerade for now. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the lynching.
Yes, Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to access one. That's why I have these. Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you knocking.
Yeah, it cost me 1 HP.
Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk dice. Did you have something specific in mind? I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need. That's why you're here, yes?
Role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
I'm boring cop. Do we go with boring cop answer?
Of course, I can see that. I just thought you were a police officer looking for dice. How else can I help you then?
This person means you, or no one else, absolutely no harm. She will answer freely and honestly.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. I was a regular jeweler at first, but that's an unfocused field with too much competition. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some polyhedral dice out of cobalt. That was my first order. I grew it from there. Not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay. And role players as customers? They're nice people.
Oh,
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
dude, relatable.
We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know.
Pushes Kit in the locker. Nerd emoji.
But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home. Besides, I don't really have to pay any rent here, so that's a plus.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living in the chimney. You should ask her about the curse.
Creative.
More or less. Are you interested in anyone specific?
Oh, quite a lot of them spring to mind.
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
Damn.
I would never let anyone androgynous touch my hair, not even if my life depended on it. Wow.
I guess it just wasn't the time yet. It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemitep's Boxing Club, a community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime.
See.
A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym, as his way of giving back. Kuno. Who's Kuno?
What? He's sort of the king around here.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth. Yes, I've heard him yelling profanities in the backyard. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid.
Damn. She said Kuno's pretty fucked up.
It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
It's not really full of that. No one would store their drugs like that.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. It's gotten much more peaceful around the plaza ever since. Oh, this one's a mess. There used to be a company that promised to repair windows 24 hours a day. What could go wrong with this one, right? Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit group that was producing snuff medias. Who would have guessed?
Damn.
Yeesh.
And they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway and I have no idea how to get rid of it on my own. It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good money to get off on it.
Ugh.
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively with unlicensed sub-roses. This isn't our problem.
Good luck with that. It's not easy catching those perpetrators. You mean Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist? No, he mostly just did drugs. Anything else?
Alright.
There used to be a fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years, until the insect rights activists came. The atelier produced a certain collection that used chitin among the materials. Apparently chitin is made in the Occident, where it's extracted from beetle wings. And you know how all kinds of political movements are big in the Occident. The activists shut down the biggest chitin supplier, which of course caused the price to skyrocket. And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection.
I like insects. I don't know, man.
Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
See.
Wow.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. After they pivoted from making rotor blades to skis, their chief executive took off on a vacation with all their money. Honestly, I think it's quite funny. I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from Tulula or Tumotiri or Hashkor or wherever he is. The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and can't wait to get started on them just as soon as he returns.
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is history now. All their remaining assets got seized by the bailiffs in 47. I have no idea why those skids and blades are still lying around in the house. Not much use now, I guess.
They were just props. Why return them?
Fortress Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. Once, I even saw two of them get into fisticuffs over Wirral. They certainly took their work very seriously, even if they seemed to be chronically liberal with their schedules. The usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project done on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times. They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest. Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. You know, how the markets are rigged to keep out new businesses and so on. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic and to show up to work on time.
Wow. It is
so
really hard.
Producing something extraordinary.
Something strains her face before she looks up again.
Anything else? Oh boy, the fabled Revachol ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. Now ask me about their other ideas. There was really just one, and it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you ever dared to disturb their bored magazine browsing.
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Yeah.
Victor does the same thing.
Oh, but they did. They did show up to work, and not alone. There were also acne-ridden girlfriends and gorilla-like boyfriends loitering near the ice cream stand. And they already had the bear. The bear. Of course not. The bear was terrifying. No one wants ice cream guarded by a hostile apex predator. To make matters worse, the fridge didn't work too well either, and half the ice cream came out malformed and partially melted. Eventually, Revachol ICT lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece, out of regular fridges.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
Maybe, because the taxidermist who made that bear definitely wasn't. Doing his best, I mean. He said that the bear was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Called it Megatherion.
Oh.
Wow.
Megatherion, a mega wild beast.
Dude, I'm kind of a mega wild beast.
It's an imaginary beast that guides you through life by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Is this Kittimer? Is Kittimer our Megatherion?
The horrific necktie tightens around your neck, strangely excited. But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police officer after all. Anyway, now you know the story of the fallen ice cream empire.
Wow.
Anything else? Another failed business, perhaps? I've been here for a long time. Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wires. Sorry about the confusion.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
Oh,
That's
more
right.
exposition.
I haven't even written my name there. As I said, it's quite useless right now. It doesn't work yet. You could say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East Delta Commerce Center project. That explains why you can call the whirling from the intercom, albeit I doubt that anyone responds.
If the whirling is part of the same building, then it's part of the Dune commercial area. The darkness of this place is there, too.
Right, it used to be a gaming arcade. This is an ancient failure, before my time. I'm not surprised, however. My advice, don't base your business on a fad. Hypnotism, fluorography, trick-track, especially pinball.
Agreed. Pinball is the worst.
Wow.
Wow, Kim.
Kim
Come
doesn't
on.
like
Disdain
pinball.
for pinball could not be clearer.
It can't be true. They don't work here anymore. They've been gone for years. Are you sure it was Slipstream SEA? Was it a woman? Maybe it was Plaisance from the bookstore.
He hates pinball.
Tricentennial Electrics? It used to be a major electric company 100 years ago. Are you sure it wasn't just some kids playing a prank on you?
No, it was something else. It was eerie.
Pranks can be eerie. Oh,
He's such a
kids these
realist.
days. We were just one of them, and now they're terrorizing us. No solidarity. Why would Slipstream SEA have a 100-year-old recording as their doorbell message? Doesn't make any sense. I'm still convinced it was nothing more than some elaborate prank.
Alright, well,
My
I'm
money's
not.
on electrical anomaly. I've heard of these, especially in an old building like this.
Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure it still does. Sure, I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else? Nothing really. I didn't know him.
Who cares about the dead body? Ask her about the curse already. The lieutenant looks at his notebook, then the woman under the large window.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window. Well, there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids, and lately I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hanging about. Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation would intrude upon her focused existence.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid. I might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone. It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer doing this to sitting at home.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true. It's just capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail.
Sad.
Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energy spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years, selling novelty dice to role-playing enthusiasts. Not exactly a million-real business idea, yet somehow I've survived despite the talk of malicious energies. Strange, isn't it? I was just about to ask, what do you think? Do you think the curse is real?
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of the universe are supporting you in this psychic quest.
Very mysteriously.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out. Anything else I can help you with today?
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
Me and my no shivers. I can get more shivers from something, I think, right? Maybe? Ah.
Yeah.
Not that that's gonna help much. It's probably still gonna be like
it's you
3%.
again. Are you
Yeah,
looking
this has
for a
changed
die?
nothing.
You feel nothing.
That
Oh.
was so
Anything
close.
It's uncomfortably warm in here.
Damn.
She has begun to idly clean one of her carving tools with a dirty kerchief. The tool's sharp edge shining in the light of her desk lamp.
Yeah, you can buy dice from her.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Her dice
Thanks, lady.
give you
No
certain
spoilers.
No.
I don't want to know anything.
I mean, you don't learn about it later. Like, that's it.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll come back.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Hi, Nemesis. It's going okay. We're talking to people. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Thanks for the follow. Perception. Established probable cause. -1. Alright, it's been like an hour. Is that long enough for ice to come out?
This orange machine is dead still. It had.
Hold on, I have to equip the pry bar. I'm gonna get the fucking tutorial again.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner.
Slowly
and
melting. Very slowly melting, dude. Crazy slowly melting. Alright. Well. Okay.
I don't believe that's a word, Kittimer.
That's art, Colonel.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice?
Sorcery
For some
dice,
kind
that's
of
true.
sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
I felt her aura.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
the narrative she's built herself. It does need tearing down. Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire.
Sire.
You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
The entire economic system is cursed?
Oh my god.
This is
True.
a lot
I mean,
for her to
kinda,
pass.
yeah. The system must be cleansed of immigrant labor. Oh god.
Another revolution?
Employ critical theory 9 times. Well,
I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it. It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone.
yeah, you are
On my
kind of a
own.
loner. Hi, Nemesis. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's going well. I hope you're having a good Sunday. We're just chilling out a bit, playing some disco.
As she has to, every day.
Thank you for nothing.
Thank you
Please,
for
do buy
nothing.
some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Damn. That's crazy. Still mad I never got a fucking password, dude. Fucked up.
The dented yellow mailbox.
I would never say fuck you to the mailbox. Mailbox is based. Fish keeping? Hell yeah. Alright, what else do we got going on? Her brigade. Tattoos. Okay. Go do that.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
Hell no. I'm just an honest scab. I won't have talk like that around here. You understand? Fucking Bob. How about you fuck off now, huh?
This is where he's gonna kill me.
Okay, of course.
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, in the buildings. The other merc. Don't push this, he's thinking. This is not the time. The man's breathing steadies, but his eyes are still narrow. Slowly, he's trying to get his right-to-work dance back on.
We save just in case because I don't want to die.
Right
You
to
shown the picture?
work! Right
Yeah, that's
to
my plan.
Don't think so.
Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea. Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. You see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melted skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in. What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here? Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush. In Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun.
Kit.
Men
Keep
are
it
getting
pushing.
restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion, this is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Our boy, He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon... At dawn, he comes upon 2 kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making
saying the word
eyes at
breeding
each
a
other.
lot.
I like to think they were breeding.
Yeah.
We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl,
Oh man.
she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old.
I have a gun, right? Like, I can just shoot him. Yeah, if I have an old guy, I have to go get a spring. Is he gonna, like, incriminate himself? Can I just arrest him?
She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted.
Or I guess he's
Expired
talking
in the
about this is
hands
a
of
thing that the
Sarge
dead guy
Mason.
did, but how does he know?
The kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God. Mason could
Jesus
let go,
Christ.
cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Said primitive spirits were watching over him now.
Alright.
Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Alright, well, they all
Something
died, I
stirs
guess.
in your stomach.
So that's good.
There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless, odorless. It's...
No, I was somewhere else. That's just a guess as to what this one little star on his belly might be. I'm just a bouncer. Go ahead.
All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
Alright.
Yep.
Well, this guy's a fucking freak. Is there anybody that's normal in this video game? Because it's not me. Maybe it's Kim. Maybe Kim's the only normal person that exists.
The Dice Lady's pretty normal, I think.
True, she was pretty normal. Sometime after 2100. We're not there yet. About 2 people. Do you know about the tattoos, sir?
Yeah, no.
What are wondering, man?
Alright, just for the fuck of it, John Luke has tattoos. Do you know about tattoos? I want to complete my quest, sir.
Your race descent has temporarily halted.
He does not know about tattoos.
Is this about the questions again? Because...
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
We heal our HP. Okay. Go back at like 16, see if ice has melted or something. Who the fuck else would know about the tattoo? You know about tattoos?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Hell yeah.
Your best
Sad.
verse. You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
Oh my god. Alright, bars, dude.
That's,
Damaged morale.
In the name of God, what are you doing?
She's always there. Fuck the case, fuck everything, total 2.
Yeah, I get that, and it's cool, but... Yeah. Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life.
Tommy's so
Doesn't
real,
matter if
dude.
they're robust, they're honest.
I love that for
So,
him.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah, he's like, good work, dude.
Yes,
Speak
and I
your
also
truth.
thank you for stopping. We have a murder
stopping.
investigation to return to. How about we do that?
Alright, well. He does not know about tattoos. All I've done is damage my morale by dropping too many killer bars. Okay, well. You're racist. Do you know about tattoos? No. Thought I already got info about the tattoos from fucking peer lady. I guess.
Joyce.
Yeah, I guess that wasn't enough.
Maybe you can talk to her again about it?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go find out. Can I look at the wall again yet? The wall. Wall.
Just an ordinary wall.
It's just an ordinary wall. You know about tattoos?
Hello again.
No. Hello.
You're back. Good.
Mm-hmm.
What can I help you? I fear I've told you all I know. It's an Oranese map of the water. Is there anything else I can...
Well, guess that's not enough. I did talk to a nice dice lady, that's true. Do you know about that, dude?
Trying to
sneak up on me again!
No. They don't.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says, number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it. Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
I like interfacing.
True.
I don't know
This
whose door
door
this
has
is,
been
but we...
closed
Oh, well, I
with
guess we can
padlock.
knock
No
first.
reply.
Alright. We ball.
What are you doing?
Sad.
You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really
Why are
not
you so
working.
stupid?
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut.
Oh my god, damaged morale too?
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
What are you doing?
Oh my
You're
god,
trying to cut the body of the
no!
lock with the chain
Oh my
cutters,
god,
and
we're
it's really not
stupid!
working.
I believe it's the
Oh!
shackle you mean to cut, detective.
He's just trying to help.
No, we're
Don't take it
stupid!
bad.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
I can't give it another go. I'm too stupid. Damn. I have a lot of skill points. We could
You can put one in interfacing.
This door has been closed with a padlock. The shackle
All right.
snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud. It should be possible to enter now.
After you, detective.
Wait. 9mm bullet. Got a bullet. I don't have a map, so this never helps. New jacket. Bullet that went somewhere.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name on the plinth reads Kraz Marzov.
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Masovianism. His theories about economic history greatly influenced, some would even say sparked, the anti-centennial revolution. The White Star, the photos on the wall, I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard. How fitting.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10. The walking stops abruptly, but no one comes to the door.
Yeah, the music's pretty cool.
You can feel tension on the other side. A poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Oh, it's a bug.
Ah.
I had the same bug.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get inside that apartment.
It's generally easier to do things if you have literally any reason.
That's true. Can't argue with that.
The room lady sweeping the same spot on the floor permanently.
Fuck you too, Logic. Alright, well I know where a few of these things are, so let's go check out this thing.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots, anywhere from 6...
Hold on, I have something that makes this calculate better. Yeah.
Your nerd glasses.
Yeah, nerd emoji glasses.
There are several footprints in the mud.
92%.
Left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right. The hardy boys in the mess hall of whirling in rags. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes. Number 46. Just like Titus was wearing.
Enjoy, Azure. Let me know what kind of snacks you get
Titus Hardy,
later. I'd love
the
to
one
know.
with the bald cap on his head. Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy, maybe even too easy. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. Either the blonde muscular guy, Glenn, or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. The inked banger, perhaps. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46. Theo, the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print. 5. Another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before. Either the musician, Eugene, or the muscle-bound blonde, Glenn. 6. Light as air. Same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat, shanky. Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus, carrying something? 8. Another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious. A missing 8th Hardy Boy.
7 sets of tracks, right? The Hardy Boys were here. That's all? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary?
Note to self. This would be a good question to ask Titus. Where's the 8th man?
Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. Wonder who he is.
Oh, this one's easy. Way too easy. It's a driver.
With a piece of sandpaper glued to the throttle. Which means that the missing lady driver was also present at the lynching? That's it. She's the Old Soul.
Damn.
Women, always deceitful.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Now we know who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? You're right, but we should still go and see what Titus Hardy has got to say on the matter. This might throw them off, work in our advantage. So, what else? I'm guessing that's the skinny Hardy boy, the one with his front teeth missing. I could still be wrong, but I'm probably not. 200. This could be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was a fat Hardy boy, the one sitting in the middle.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes. A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
So far, so good. Only one thing missing.
Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys.
Let him have his moment of joy.
There's one pair missing from the Union box. The 8th pair. I'm going to say it was our old soul. Yes. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us much, but we should still confront them about the possible drug trade connection.
Kuno's gonna have a fucking heart attack? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
What's wrong, Kuno?
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
By the way, Kipt is a racial slur.
Again?
Do I have to say this every time I talk to Kuno? Don't you mean... Oh my god.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut.
No, okay, so you're not actually dying. I thought he was gonna, like... Something has happened and now Kuno is going to die. Okay, so we go look at the statue. We go...
The afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage. Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Kim just wants to talk about his cool car.
Yeah.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Oh, say it.
Mama's serving some serious macaroni.
You gotta...
lost me there.
No!
No!
You gotta feed into his dirtiness.
What?
The first option was like, talking about the size of the engine. He would have been like, hell yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say, but then you said something and changed my opinion to you want me to say the funny one.
Oh no,
you influenced
sorry.
me to say the wrong thing. It's fucked up.
The kinema is fast. Feels right at
I
home
was
on
gonna
the
say that
raised
one because I was like,
motor
oh, I've earned that from
Hard to
having a
find
good
something
interfacing
without
level.
Wait, you can go through it again.
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter
Yeah.
V12 there.
7.2. Supercharged.
Hell yeah.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first. Maybe. Yes, definitely maybe.
Hell yeah.
Anti-object task force. Behold, the anti-object task force has assembled. God's avenging angel, arrayed against the lower emanations of the darkened one. Shoe racks, tape recorders, motor carriages, and doors. So many doors. You're not just pounding it all to pieces. You're reforging the universe, from the anvil of the heavens to the worms below. Indulge in it. Be bold. Have an impact on the shape of creation. Out of the furnace of your rage. A new reality. Also, you should trash your room again.
I will.
Hell yeah. What are the bonuses? +1 pain.
All
Learning
physique
cap.
learning caps raised by 1.
Nice.
Oh yeah. face.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the more
No,
you
I'm
ask
stupid.
yourself, the less you know. One thing is for certain, though. Your brain damage. It's serious and permanent.
Well, unfortunate. Man from Heimdall series. That was in the bookstore, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta go find guy who's selling shit and look at his sunglasses. Make white circle go.
Oh no! He died from having too much IQ.
Oh, I'm behind the horn. No, I'm fine.
Is it so bad to be behind the big horn?
I like lean forward and bonk my head. Ouch.
The speakers below are back.
You keep coming back. The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guarantee.
You have conceptualization closed.
Yeah, I was about to go change them. Yeah.
Wow.
Looking fancy. Wow.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts
Let's go,
a
baby.
lifetime, officer.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh, very interesting choice, officer. Very high culture.
This is how a sea monster sees the world. You've become a sea monster, Harry. Giant, hidden, and strangely tender at heart. All is blue. Yes, but they also make your soul quiver like jello. So deep.
Wow, officer. You look so cool. And they can be yours for a mere 3 real. My regular customers have passed them all up because they've got no taste. But you found them.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrowed in a thorough examination. It's a case to him.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Oh yeah, Inland Empire. Let's go. Wait, oh, I need perception for the thing. I'll take those. I'll take those.
Who knows his style. Much respect.
All right. Great. No downsides. We put those on.
Hell yeah. You look incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, we're crushing it, dude. All right. What were the? I think I'm too poor to buy anything else right now. But... Hi, DK.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table.
It's $700.
Yeah, it's
the
a bit.
boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox. You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horse. Why?
Yeah.
What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say foul.
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Very much worth it.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Farewell.
That was a very smooth salesman's grin that almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him.
Hey, man.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
We said the ammo's impossible to find, so you can have that.
Another time, perhaps.
Okay. It was all worth it. Yeah, go. Do I have any clothes that increase pain threshold? No. Go to the bookstore. Go in the bookstore. It was up here. Wait. Okay.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposed...
Oh, I guess it wasn't supposed.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
Not those.
Several maps have been... The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martin.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're
How do you
quite
know that?
valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason.
Steal it
The
instead.
project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. Always good to be informed of your surroundings.
Okay, that's good. That's cool.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of...
Okay, I need to go find guy. Yeah, map.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner. Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Sipar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal
Cool.
and
More
select the map type.
tutorials this late in. All right. Wow. Okay.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extreme. A twinge
Yeah.
at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hjelmdal in chains, kneeling in front of a staircase leading to a throne. A woman sits on the throne, leering at the man. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hjelmdala man lies a bonfire, casting shadows on the wall. The shadow of the woman's headdress looks like a pair of devil horns. The title reads, Man from Hjelmdal and the Devil Woman.
Aren't all women devil? Why can you be such a misogynist at every opportunity?
The display rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hjelmdal novels.
Guess I'm buying it.
It is a bestseller for a reason.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Hjelmdal man. The jacket copy proclaims, Man from Hjelmdal returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tiribold. Before Man from Hjelmdal can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Hjelmdal be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend? You open the book to a random page. Man from Hjelmdal, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies.
Hell yeah,
dude. The battlefield. You flip to the copyright page.
He's dual wielding greatswords.
38.
Oh shit, gritty and heroic.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Hjelmdala tribe from the village of Hjelmdal. The ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
No, yeah, we need more.
From Hjelmdal
this is great.
Rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane.
Oh my god!
Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war.
He's off to dude. He's going to war. He's got his double greatswords on his back. He's riding a gilded griffin. Holy shit!
The steel muscles of Man from Hjelmdal gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid Northlands he calls
Holy shit, this is so mean.
The passage reads, The man from Hjelmdal looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, temptress. Son of Hjelmdal will never succumb to your seductive wiles.
That's right.
Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of
purity and strength of will.
Brothers of Hjelmdal, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife.
True.
Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, I have grand plans for you, man from Hjelmdal. She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Hjelmdal. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct.
This is epic.
In the final pages, man from Hjelmdal mounts Galavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze
what a cool
to the
griffin
horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead. But an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Yeomdal and the Three-Eyed Skull. Available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39.
I didn't even get any like skill points from that or anything. That was just for the fuck of it. Damn.
Yeah.
I really thought that was gonna be like, and then here's a skill point at the end, but no. That's just for the fuck of it. Were these always investigatable?
You see a set of
I
tire
guess
tracks
not.
in a brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic.
Ooh. Got something for that, right? Or I'm already wearing. Yeah. Well, we try
You
it.
see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza mosaic. Cop habit. You look at everything. This isn't case related, you think. Hard to say. The tire tracks were left there by an unknown event that took place some days ago. It's a message, written in the language of burnt rubber. Some of that rubber stuck to the tiles right in front of the whirling in rags. This is point A. The driver started there, and then accelerated straight into the fence. The driver proceeded to back out of the yard, barely stopping before hitting the adjacent building. Before heading south. Must have been in a hurry.
You are correct. This is a rather motor carriage-friendly city.
Somehow that makes you feel scared. You don't know why.
That's plausible. A similar reckless abandon seems to be in evidence. I'm not sure. There are plenty of traffic accidents waiting to happen in Martinez. With the jam right here on the roundabout, I would keep them separate.
You could follow the track south. There seems to be a canal there. See where they went, if you find the time.
That wasn't a. I didn't get a thing for that. Alright, we go check on our ice cream machine.
Yeah.
This
wait, hold
orange
on,
machine.
hold on.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream
Slowly
churner.
melting, dude. Sure is slowly. Holy fuck. Well. Yeah, well, I don't have a better pry bar. Maybe, we can steal. There were supposed to be like tools in the lady's truck. Maybe she has a pry bar you can steal.
A lorry abandoned. The smell of cigarettes and perfume. A metallic drawer slides
it's
out.
just
You
the-
pull out two
that.
and slightly close the run.
Have any better tools?
Yes.
Kim. Don't think Kim has any better tools. Unless.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering lever.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
No.
Roger that.
Okay. Well. Inside, I guess. Giving us all of our minus authority. Oh, it's this thing.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Establish authority. Well.
Damn.
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy, there's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here. Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Don't feel like any of those are good things to be saying right now.
Yeah.
Can I help you? You're already set for the night. Your door is unlocked.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You see a heavy steel. The door does not budge. The man pondered. The door is closed. Still, the lieutenant gives it. He doesn't like where this is going. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Hmm. 'Cause New shit.
Heyo. Oh yeah, because your perception went up, so you see more stuff.
True.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows.
Well. Is there a way up to the roof from outside? Maybe? Never figured out how to get onto the roof. Maybe I can talk to her from up here. Sure can't. Not very helpful. Now that I've tried all the options on that door, maybe I can be like, hey, let me in that door.
Can I help you?
Nope. Okay.
Damn.
Well. Well.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol. Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Sigai province of the Serais Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know?
The apricot suzerainty is what the Sigai archipelago is commonly known as in Revachol. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand.
I see.
No, apricots come from Sigai. My grandma used to grow them. But Sigai is a shithole. That's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in Sigai.
Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things.
Already did. Pawn shop doesn't sell me a better pry bar. Can I get you to give me a better pry bar?
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man.
Ooh. Can give me anything. I don't have anything to do. Can't do any of these. Still not late enough to do. Maybe a friendly old man whose dialogue I've entirely exhausted will now have new things to say and he'll give me a pry bar. That doesn't suck.
Oh yeah, when's the last time you tried to convince the door to open?
Well, it's a white check and I don't see it on the list of things I can retry, so Kim, can you get the fuck out of my way?
Damn.
You're back before the cargo container.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back. No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Yes, everybody needs a job, and this is mine.
I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to
He's so
suckle
nice.
on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Yes,
Doing a great
this
job.
place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
The white rectangle on your clothes might not mean an awful lot in Martinez, but the recognition from an authority figure made Leo's day.
Yes, yeah, I'm like Miss... Actually, Miss...
Who is this?
A real pretty lady, but I can't listen to the... Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
Law school? Could she be talking about the union fixer, aka the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too. Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Yes, I'm like Mr.
There's like one
Actually,
other
Who is
option,
this?
right?
a real pretty, but I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here, and I'm always busy keeping.
Never mind.
Yes.
I don't.
Well, sometimes I.
The white rectangle on your clothes.
Okay.
Mr. Dubois, every
Mr.
worker,
Dubois.
member of the board. How can I help you today? Great! You want to bounce something off your... It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her absolutely, Harry. What's on your mind? Yes, yes. What's that, Harry? You're getting a little pale. Is it the words paranoid schizophrenic and lost gun in one sentence? Don't worry, it's just a lead. It'll probably turn out to be nothing.
Alright, well. Nobody has anything to tell me. Nothing to do.
Yeah, there is that thing you could do for Everard if you wanted to open a door for him.
No, fuck that guy. That guy sucked.
Yeah. What else is there? Not sure.
Well, I just learned a little bit about lawyer ladies, so I can try and talk to her.
Sure.
If he has anything new to say.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time? I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face. You caught her off guard. Push her some more.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
You set the pace and the topic of these conversations here.
Thanks for the follow, Sniper. What's up?
You're his.
I represent the
Louis
Union
Clay
and these men
death
here.
machine.
Don't make this personal.
A very minor victory.
Can this circle stay? I don't see what's stopping you. I know she's not the Hardy girl. Don't know. None of that seems useful. Everybody in here is like a fucking complete dead end, so fuck all these dudes.
Have you talked to Lena?
Who's
the
that?
woman in the wheelchair?
Yes.
Okay.
Done all of her shit. I don't know where the fuck her husband is. I don't think I'm ever going to find her husband. Maybe, unless you can like go out on the water or something. When that opens up. Herm. Oh.
Oh, you can click on the gate or the fence.
I already did that.
Oh.
You were
It's not
here when I
working.
did that.
The trash container stand. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and
That's
organic
unfortunate,
waste.
Sniper. Alright,
The
well, I don't
container
need
sounds a
to
muffled gong.
jiggle through trash again. Well. I'd like to get to a woman, but she's not interested. Wait, I had a thought.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet? Oh, that's great! I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid. Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed. No, sir. She's a working woman who comes to look at the books a lot. I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Okay. Hi, Byler. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Thank you. Appreciate it. You're having a good Sunday. You guys have anything you to say?
Yes.
Officer, the mere sight of...
I don't want to eat your sandwich.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul. If he's...
None of that matters. Herm. Has
And
our
which-
other thing melted? Rain soon, so I'll go to sleep early. Hell yeah.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice...
Sure is slowly melting. Real slow.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Guess we do that when Kim's not here.
Hmm.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks
I already
nothing
know
like
the
the
answer to
fridge
this.
or the decomposing body in it.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The electricity bill must be catastrophic. On the other hand, it did help us with a certain corpse situation.
Lucky us. Indeed. Refrigerated meat is much better for coroner's work.
Alright, we put a point into perception. Maybe these give me more perceptiveness.
Your Sunday clothes.
They're -1 perception. No. That back on.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's
Bruh.
guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly. You touch the dead man's body.
Bruh,
His
it
skin is
hurts
cold,
you?
light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Gonna be the most perceptive motherfucker.
The bear's eyes
or
are still
die trying.
glowing red. It's guarding over your
All
arm
right.
reaches out
Let's
and
go.
your eyes close as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, dead flesh through the latex glove. It's right under the palm of your hand. His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a rubber spider, your gloved hand crawls on his features. Everything is silent, all around. They are swollen shut. You need to really push to get in.
Push your fingers in his nose. Oh my god.
You're not far. It'll come to you. Keep crawling.
Insane.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop. You're on the right track. A vision of black and dark red death, pried open by your hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from his throat. And there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened. An abrasion collar. This is what we're after.
Abrasion collar.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound. Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem. The basal ganglia feels clumpy. What entered here has torn apart his reptilian complex. Your yellow fingers slide into the remains of the limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous.
Bro.
The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The ululations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet. The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper. Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of the skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow. Your fingers reach toward his skull. His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Ice cold serrated metal. Its edges cut right through the latex and into your finger. The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
You got this.
Is it not gonna let me do that if I say either of these?
Yeah, I think the last two end the interaction.
But I can say this first, right?
Yeah.
Can you get to it?
But it's red, so you get one try.
There's a tiny crack, a protrusion in the cranium, right in the back of his head. Your finger must be pointing straight at it, from the inside. The object that is in there stops just short of the skull, in the encephalus, knocking this tiny fracture into the cranium.
We have the makings of a very small exit wound here.
Okay, that's as good as you can get.
No! What? So sad.
Wait, it said 92.
You push your hand further in. Whatever is in there keeps rolling between your fingers as you beckon it to come out.
Well?
Out comes his small folding knife. The lieutenant moves its blade across the man's skull, searching for the exit wound.
Withdraw your hand 4 centimeters, please.
With a crack, he punches the knife in the skull. Then, one more time, and one more, until the bone comes loose, like eggshell. Inside, you feel the jelly move from his poking.
Can you push it out?
A small flower of metal blossoms from the man's head, followed by your yellow finger.
A bullet. Unknown calibre. Rifled. You may remove your hand from the victim's head now, officer. Well done. Here is your prize. We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound? Opinion, fatal injury.
Goddamn right.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3. Ligament mark. New opinion, non-fatal. Post-mortem. Treatment.
He's proposing the bullet was the real cause of death, and the hanging an attempt to conceal this fact.
Yes, and the belt around his neck. The hanging. Even dragging him to the yard. All of it was done after this man was already dead. I have had my doubts since you showed me the tracks. Why did they carry him over? Why not march him, I thought. There was no satisfying explanation. There have been other signs too. Small details. Everything is too neatly designed for us to assign probable cause here, as we did, full-heartedly. Well, no more.
We almost fell for it, he thinks. Almost.
That's for us to find out. But
All right.
this, it will make finding them just a little easier.
Yeah.
To hide something. The real killer, the real motivation, what really happened here.
Momo. Hello. Yeah, it's a really cool game. It's my first time playing it.
Immediately after we
really
stick our fingers in
I
a
am glad
brain.
to hear you
I
say
love
that.
this game.
Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
All right. How are you doing, Mo? Hope you're having a good Sunday.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day. Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Hell yeah.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning. You can do side tasks and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
Should I rip his boots off now? Hold on, we quick save.
The bear's eyes are...
I thought we decided to leave it to press...
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Dang it, he won't let me do it. Well, not getting those boots.
Yeah.
Alright, do I still have my pry bar on? Look at the bullet. Are you melted yet?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand
Slowly
crank.
melting. You're making food? Hell yeah. What time does Kim normally leave?
I think he can go to sleep at like 7 p.m. maybe? I'm not sure. It's either that or 9.
How many is that? 20,
19
20...
or 21.
Well, he has a thing that he's supposed to do with me at 21, so...
Oh yeah, the apartment?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. First, we look at... Hold it.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock that he goes to bed. If you go into the hotel.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower. The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
What? Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me. If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter. You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard. It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far? A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
Uh-oh.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very
Was it
strange.
shot from the gun that
like
I
this,
sold?
officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be anytime soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
No, he said it was shot from a jacketed bullet, or it is a jacketed bullet, and the RCM uses unjacketed bullets.
Yeah, I'm talking about the gun that I found in the wall, because this is military-grade breech-loading rifle.
Hmm.
So that was what we found.
Oh, I thought you meant the gun that you lost.
You can't
No.
remember what happened last week. What makes you think you're going to remember?
Uh-oh. Well, first things first, I can go look at my window again. We go do that.
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows
What?
in.
I thought it was white. Oh, it's a cafeteria window. Not my bath. How do I guess I can only do it when I'm going to bed.
A mirror hangs on the bottom.
Cannot wash off.
His voice is different for the mirror dialogue.
Behind the dockwork, the men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
Oh, I talked to you about the gun before. Maybe I can talk to you about the more.
The purity of snow always reminds me of the purity of a man's soul.
Oh. My hand-eye coordination is really bad. You take drugs to be better at hand-eye coordination.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp.
This was so hard. I don't feel like leveling up makes that easier. It's like still so hard. Well, you aren't safe scumming for your rolls? Nah, I'm not.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
Except you? Oh my god.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
This game always has the interesting dichotomy of like, what do I want to say, but what do I think furthers like the plot in a direction that I want it to go.
Mm-hmm. And what doesn't make Kim sad?
Yeah.
No, there aren't. Some little shit and his dad are doing speed. Who fucking who? Stuff's probably from Jamrock.
Yeah, can't make Kim sad.
Whatever you've seen is peanuts. Look at the big picture, man. The place is a paradise. And all thanks to Hardy Boys.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking politics here. My answer to your drug accusation is, how dare you? Go fuck yourself.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8
Later.
sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy Boys here.
My answer is, fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Ooh.
I feel like I want to hold on to that one until I know about the gun.
Right. Yeah, they might say it was you.
Well, this. Hopefully, I wouldn't have been able to sell a important quest item to this guy in a while. Oh, there's new shit.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands
I
out
see
from the
him.
other garb.
No, I'm doing okay. This game's called Disco Elysium.
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you. A giant sword in each
Hell
hand,
yeah.
encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames.
Let's go.
Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning. Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I deal in goods, not services. 2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But why? I
cheap.
sympathize, I do. But this is a for-profit enterprise.
Well,
Welcome to Hyomdal, officer.
all worth it. So worth it, dude. Let's go, dude.
Damn.
All right. What do we like to see?
This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever.
Hell yeah.
I think about this every day.
Hello, hello.
I think about this all night
Let me
long.
know
I
if
stay
I can
awake,
help you with
not
anything.
sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
Someone
The one that I just sold you.
Shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
Sure, man. Sure. Let me have a look.
What about the thing I
Another
already
time,
sold you? Uh-oh. Well, hopefully that wasn't important. Well, dang it, dude. I save and put a point into hand-eye coordination and see if that is enough to make a difference.
The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. You can't remember what happened last week.
Sad.
What makes you think you're going to remember arcane firearm models? The bullet is still safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing a
All right.
revolutionary.
Let's go.
Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the
Damn.
surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique. The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater.
I can't believe
of
I
the
sold it. I
anti-centennial
totally
revolution
had the murder
50
weapon and I
years ago.
sold it.
Well, that one was
But
broken.
Zeliga, a major
Yeah,
firearm
but maybe it was
manufacturer,
shot and then
ended up with a
broken
surplus
afterwards.
after the war. So there are
Maybe.
still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling. Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for a well-preserved antique, most likely.
I pawned the murder weapon.
What are you thinking? Bullet? Okay. And? An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really. Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end. Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
Imagine.
Doesn't seem that likely, but we'll check out all possible leads. Next step, finding the gun itself. Okay, and? An antique. That makes sense. I have to hand it to the monarchs. It's some new RCM recruits getting paid. Imagine if... But back to the investigation. Mysterious. Okay. Either way, we'll know.
Okay. A working firearm. Alright. You have new shit to say? Now that I've looked at my bullet more.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts. Feels like being on recon again.
You know what? We put on our composure clothes if we have any, and we try that one just because. Why not? Oh yeah, our composure pants. Pants that make you compose.
I like playing in the dark.
All you observe is a veteran refusing.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume Le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him. Don't you mean Frissel the Fan? You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Sad. Oh, a new thing I haven't seen before. Go over there. Oh! Doubloons! Got anything new to tell me, Mr. Wall?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Do you know where I might find a cool gun, lady? Our clown.
You're back. Good.
Yeah, I respect the our clown ownership of the clownery. Do you know where we can find a gun, lady?
Hello again.
No. What? That? Let me go see that.
Oh. An errant thought.
Interesting. Wait, someone's watching. Which fucking building are they? I guess it doesn't matter, it's all the same building. I'm probably going from here. Dude, there's so much that I have not seen before.
You found a penny in a boot.
Where did I? Oh, actual mob. Oh, hell yeah! Alright, dude. Huge gains. Oh, it's Kuno's actual name. Taking notes, taking notes.
He's leaving the door open.
Yeah, fuck it, don't care. Big dollars? Are you the one looking outside?
You hear someone walking around a poor communard.
Do you have a warrant?
Let's go. We don't have
a poor communard from the looks of it.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant?
Let's go.
Okay, hang it. Well. A book!
Hey Cindy, we're gonna steal more stuff from you.
Hello again, officer.
Well, not the right way to go. Where does this bring? Oh. How the fuck do I get to where you're peeping from the window? Thinking shit. Well, oh, okay. We'll do it. Oh. Okay. Well, it's not past 2100 yet.
This door is made of metal and appears to be.
That's the one that I'm looking. After this 20.
This door is made of.
Okay. Well, 2 more in-game hours so that can be interacted with. Do you know anything about where a gun would be? Oh. Hello, ocean lady. Do you know things about where guns are?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Wait.
You're back.
Maybe new
Of
options?
course.
Oh.
I am sorry.
Well, thanks. Scummy gun. Fruit. Fans have new and novel information to tell me about.
The tracks are as they have ever been. A bit more worn, perhaps. Fortunately, the street.
No. Do you know about who might have a cool gun?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam.
No. Astonishing quality and unbelievable price. Oh. Do you know about
Everything's
guns?
still cool here.
Nobody knows about guns, dude. No shot that old lady would know about guns. I do not think Everard would talk to us about guns.
Probably not.
A lorry stuck.
What about you?
Right to work!
Hola, Wandering Man.
I do not think Measurehead knows about guns, but we can find out.
Your race this out.
He does not.
The already familiar cold tap. The machine
Okay, we
swallows
need
your
it.
coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Fuck it.
Your fingers run over the
All
dial
right.
pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling. Calling. Still calling. Then
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. No. Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here. Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period? Let me fire up the machine. Dubois. Dubois. Here we are. You haven't rented anything in 5 years, but you still have a copy of Blue Ocean Hell from November '46. Whoa, not a fun film, that one. It's not an easy watch. After the death of his daughter and subsequent divorce, Ziemsk immigrant Egidius Wojcik tries to come to terms with the onset of dementia. No wonder no one's been missing it. Still, it would be great if you could return it to us. We're on the corner of Voyager and Maine.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone. The payphone hangs mutely on the wall.
You want to get a movie?
Well, all right. We've learned much about ourselves. We know we are holding on to a movie and we've not returned it properly. Unfortunate.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last.
Well, gonna be a big late fee. Yeah, I don't know if we can afford that one. We are pretty poor.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be no trouble at all, mister. No
All right,
trouble.
Leo does not know anything about guns. Nobody knows anything about guns, dude. Hey man, not that I think you would tell me, but do you know anything about guns?
Mr. Dubois, every...
No. Alright, well, there are no leads to follow about the gun. At least, do you know about guns, Cam?
Yes.
Gun? No. Okay, well. Can we go down this hill? Okay. Well, I don't think I'm gonna find out. about the murder weapon right now. Unless that 2100 guy in the apartment knows what's going on with it. Alright, well, I'm cool with calling it here for today. We made good progress. Learned a lot of stuff about the case. Got to talk to a lot of cool people. Yeah, pretty solid. Alright, I'll probably play this more as the week goes on. We'll probably be doing art next stream. Check out Pixel if you want to see me work on not safe work stuff tomorrow. Otherwise, I will catch you guys back here, same time, same place tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, Lucernic. Hope you enjoyed watching me disco my Elysium.
It's always fun.
Yeah. Alright. We're gonna raid on out of here, gamers. Thanks for sticking around with me today. As always, huge thank you to everybody who supports me on TriStar, Patreon, or by donating or subbing to the channel. Keeps my funny little gamer lights on, lets me pay for some of my bills, so I super appreciate it. Hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Looking forward to working on some more art stuff. Might do another song portrait, or maybe just work on studies or sketching some stuff. We'll see. In the meantime, let's go say hi to Deering. They're playing some Borderlands. Fuck yeah. See you guys later.
Bye. Hell yeah.